Now then people, it's Joe, all Leeds TV, and it is your pre-Wigan match chat, coming from the one and only Joe Wainman. So, yeah, so like I said, I've had to do a little bit of homework today. It's not normally my style. What I'll do is I'll wait for the press conference to come out, have a look what Bielsa said, what's been chat, and then just have a little bit of a chat about that. But with that being Friday, and us wanting to get in the post-match out on Thursday, stick to a tight schedule and stuff, I've had to do a little bit of homework on the opposition for a change. So yeah, that's been fun. But I'm going to dive straight in and get into Wigan. Like I say, I've not seen much of them. What I will say is that they are really good at home. Now, prior to this week, knowing that the next two games we have Wigan and West Brom, if you're naive, you say, listen, we can beat Wigan. You know, West Brom's the big test. Upon reflection, upon looking at Wigan, upon listening to the other guys, you know, Oscar and Conor being on the LS11 podcast. If you haven't seen that already, make sure you check it out. It's evident that Wigan, for me, is probably going to be a bigger test. I'm looking forward to West Brom, seeing what we can do. It's going to be end-to-end. That's the way I see it. They're not that good at the back. There's going to be opportunities for Leeds to score. Wigan, however, is a totally different animal. Wigan is your typical championship side, which is what I know what Conor's said in his, and I got a lot of information from Conor's, to be fair. So if you haven't had a chance, make sure you head over and make sure you check Oscar and Conor's pre-match chat out. So, I mean, Wigan themselves, obviously, we all know about Will Grigg. Nick Powell's down there as well. You've got Josh Windass as well. I think I've seen Gibson's there as well. Darren Gibson, I didn't even think he was still alive, but yeah, there you go. Scum. But yeah, it's clear when we go there, they're going to put men behind the ball. You know, banks of four, as per, like we've seen against teams like, you know, Birmingham, Blackburn, all these sort of teams. They are gonna sit back and like, even Forest to an extent. Well, definitely like Forest, because when they scored a goal, they offered nothing going forward. And that Portuguese kid they bought, what a waste of money that was, because he was shocking. But what was interesting, Wigan's home form, there's only one better. There's only Sheffield United that are better than them, and Sheffield United have played one more game in home than them. You know, Wigan themselves, they've played 7, won 5, drawn 2 and lost none. So that should tell you all you need to know about the difficult test that it is going to be. I mean, in them home games, they beat Sheff Wednesday, West Brom, they drew with Swansea, they beat Bristol City. So they're not, you know, like beating Rotherham. I mean, they did beat Rotherham, but we're not talking teams of that ilk. We're talking top teams, you know. I mean, we struggled against Swansea. You know, Bristol City are a good side. Sorry guys, my battery again. I've just finished work. You know, Sheff Wednesday. I mean, we battered Sheff Wednesday, but this is what I'm saying. Wigan are obviously a very good side at home. Their away form's poor, stinking. If they were coming to Elland Road, I would say we've got 3 points in the bag. But looking at that, Wigan's going to be a really tough test, and it's key we score first. It's come out, you know, we've not won a game yet from going behind. You know, we've drawn some, whereas, you know, last year we might have lost, but we need to start winning games. If we do go behind, we need to be able to have enough impetus and enough fight to start winning them games. But ultimately, we don't want to go behind the hall. We need to come out fighting from the off. I know Conor had said in his pre-match we seem to be waiting too long. It's sometimes, in some cases, it's when we go behind that we start to kick in. I remember that season under Monk. For me, the first half we were always pish. We'd come out the second half and we'd be a totally different unit. And that was, you know, that's one thing we need to start picking up on. Make sure we're firing from the off. You know, we're going to have Douglas. Douglas is going to be back, obviously. Played for the under-23s, as Bielsa had said. I think Douglas starts for me, which means we're probably going to see Alioski on the left wing. I know we all want to see Clark, but I can't see it. I think for me, Clark's not going to get starting run out for a while yet, I don't think. So for me, and the fact that they're looking at wingers as well. I mean, we need to strengthen there anyway, but I just think Bielsa's going to, you know, treat Clark with kiddie gloves, and it won't be a while before we see him starting a game, unfortunately. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I think Douglas starts at left back, which means Alioski's going to start left wing. You know, I was on the LS11 podcast. everyone was praising Forshaw. Everyone we hear has been praising Forshaw. Bielsa's come out and praised Forshaw's job in Forest. He did a top job, so I see him starting as well. I did watch Oscar's preview, and he said, let's go, I think it was 3-3-1-3, with a back three of Cooper, Phillips, and Janssen. In midfield, there was Forshaw, Forshaw. On the right hand side was Shackleton, left hand side Douglas, and then you had Click in attacking mid, and then obviously the front three. I think he said Clark, but I can't see it. It'll be Alioski, Pablo, and Roof leading the line. So for me, that would be an ideal lineup. You know, so that would be my lineup. Bailey, Peacock, Farrell in goal. Douglas is going to play left wing back, right wing back. I want Shackleton. I think we all want Shackleton, but the fact that he's not come on or sub in that position yet, not started in that position yet since the cup game, means we're going to see Dallas, unfortunately. But he is much better on the right hand side, and to be fair, against Forest, he was put through quite a lot. It just seems when he gets the ball, he's a bit negative, turns back on himself. But we're going to see Dallas, let's face it. For me, then you're going to have Cooper, Janssen, Phillips just in front, Forshaw, Click. Out wide, you're probably going to see Alioski, right side Pablo, and Roof leading the line. Sorry, a little bit confusing there. I was trying to recollect what Oscar had said. But yeah, we need to score first. It's going to be key in this game. Like I say, there's been no win since going behind yet. We're playing a Wigan side who are second to Sheffield United in the home form table, not yet lost at home. Won the majority of the games at home. As I say, they've won 5, drawn 2, lost none. So it's going to be a difficult test. More so than the West Brom game for me, like I say. But guys, you might disagree, and make sure you hit it up in the comments, because from tomorrow you're going to be seeing the Ramblings doing a bit of Friday night football, much like the Monday night thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at your comments pre-match, see if you agree with us, and he's going to dissect them, go through with them. I know he's mentioning Robbie Gott's in his as well. I can't see it yet personally, and the fact that he's not close enough to the first team. But like I say, give the other guys' videos a watch. And if you agree, disagree, put it in the comments, and he's going to be up tomorrow dissecting them, going through with them. We need some more fan interaction, so let's, you know, get involved, guys. I know you usuals do, Dr. Frost, Tiger Stead, Defcon 22, all them guys. So thank you so much for your support, guys. And it's a pleasure doing these videos as always. We continue to get more subscribers, follow us on Twitter, social media, all that jazz. So continue that support, guys. We're greatly appreciative. But yeah, that's it from me. Result-wise, after looking at their home form, us struggling away, well, no, arguably our away form's better than our home. But all I'm saying is, because their home form's so good, I can see them scoring. It's going to be tight. It's the first time I've said it this season, but I think it might be a draw. Like, normally I'm going all-out Leeds win. But we need 4 from the next 2, which is Wigan and West Brom. If we draw Wigan, it's a must-win at West Brom. We'll see. But I think on paper you look at it and say, Wigan's steamroll, like I said to you before. But the fact their home form is so good, it's going to be a tough game. And I see us getting more out of the West Brom game in terms of, you know, having the ball and being able to create clear-cut chances than we do against Wigan. We'll have a lot of the ball, but it's just about breaking them down. And it's one area that we're struggling with at the moment. Hopefully Pablo's on fire, you know, and he knocks a mint ball across like he did against Ipswich. That's something like that. That's what we need. If we go in front, we're going to win the game. We just can't concede first. I'm going down myself. Look out on my Instagram and Facebook stories, because I'll be putting some videos up there. I'll hopefully see you all at the DW, and obviously I'll be doing my post-match after the game. But make sure you tune in tomorrow for Friday Night Football, guys, with your boy, Ramblings from the South Stand, Conor. All Leeds our way, marching on together. See you all Sunday. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds!